Hello! It's Feel Good Friday! Woohoo! Well, sort of. Hi, I'm Margot Gunther, and you're seeing this on Friday. It's actually Wednesday, and this goes under the heading of you really never know what's gonna happen next. So there I was, all packed and ready to do 6 massages at a river house near the Gorge Amphitheater. And I got all packed up and drove down here. It's about an hour drive, and there's nobody home. So just a few minutes before I discovered that, the person who organized it had sent me a message, which I didn't get until after I got here, that due to a tragedy in her family, it ain't happening today. And so when I sent her the picture of me at their front door, she told me where the key was, told me where the paddleboard was, and said, enjoy. So, you know, sometimes there are happy accidents. So let's just do an Evo size and get this going, because there's a good story here. So I have to admit, I have been feeling kind of stressed for time. As you know, I'm in a long distance relationship, and we go back and forth a lot, and we have an action-packed summer planned. And, you know, I'm not retired. I'm still working for a living. So this week I had a bunch of work scheduled, including today, and not really time to get ready for the next thing we're doing, which is a family reunion, and then we're going to see Mark's parents in Portland, and then we get to go see the infamous String Dusters and all kinds of fun stuff. Excuse me. So I've been evo-sizing. I'm also in oxytocin withdrawal and all that kind of stuff, but still I've been just kind of I don't have time. There literally isn't enough time to do everything I need to do. And now here we are. So, you know, you don't ever really know what's going on, right? It could be the next thing you hear about is good. You could be that the next thing you hear about is not so good. However, if you stay in present time, which is what my Feel Good Way is all about. So I haven't really talked about this for a while, but the science behind what I'm talking about is, according to science, the human brain, even at rest, is slightly anxious. So then we wake up, we pick up our phones, we deal with our families, we, you know, get in our cars, we deal with our jobs, whatever, you know, and that slight anxiety, even when you're resting, you know, in a very short time, turns into full-blown anxiety. And there's a physiological result to that, right? Your breathing is rapid and shallow, your blood pressure is up, your muscles are tense. But the most important part is that the blood flows at the back of your head. And when the blood flows back there, you are in fight or flight. And according to science, that's pretty much every waking moment of your life. And when your blood flow is back there, it's constantly focused on what's wrong in the past and in the future, and how it's never going to work out. It never has worked out. And then I'm going to tell that son of a gun this, and blah, 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 blah. All these conversations that aren't ever really going to happen, right? So, or didn't really happen. But when you do something, anything that feels good, and I teach this one because it's the easiest one to show people, right? It almost always works. A person has to be pretty uptight for it not to work for them. And then if I can get them to do it a second time, it works. And they're just like, wow. And when you do something that feels good in 500 billionths of a second, the blood flow comes to the front of your brain, which drops you right into present time. And in present time, things aren't that bad, right? This is the Columbia River behind me. The Gorge Amphitheater is not 2 miles that way up the river. I could paddleboard my way up there and back if I wanted. Anyway, so when the blood flow comes to the front of your brain, the chemistry changes from adrenaline to oxytocin, the bonding drug. The breathing slows down, your muscles relax. And this is why it's so important in my work with chronic pain, because a huge portion of our chronic pain is because of how we tense up our muscles. And so if you can learn to do something, anything that feels good every, say, 10 minutes, that you just saw me checking my restarting the 10-minute timer, because I really do this stuff. And even though I was kind of grumpy, I was still doing it. And in present time, it was still overwhelming. It's not about being happy all the time. It's about being where you are right now, this minute. You know, Eckhart Tolle and all these people are be here now, present time, this and that. But in my opinion, they don't give real simple ways to get there, right? You know, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. So my point is, even in present time, sometimes things aren't great. But from present time, you can assess what you can do, I just got a refrigerator map. Do what you can with what you have, where you are, right time, right place, right people, right? You're my people. And I love you. And I'm going to say, mwah, and put this in the can, and I'm going to pop it up on Friday, which is going to be one of those days we're going to be packing for a long road trip. We're going to be making food, and we're going to be driving off into the sunset, which I'm very excited about. So now this is one less thing I have to do on Friday. Oh, I love you. Mwah. Adios.